championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 16 team in the league, the Florida Gators. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Curtis. Let's get back to the action. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so he'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Looking at throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep in the very first play. Oh, it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play. A little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. That can open up other aspects of your offense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he'll set up to throw.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Scooped up in the defense.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Defensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. The incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. He's back to throw again after the incompletion on first down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Bulldogs line up with a first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First and goal to try to run it in. The freshman brings him down quickly.
A pretty good push out front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. shotgun. He's probing his secondary. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
What was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Third down and goal for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And a throw for it on third and goal. Running at the time pocket. Incomplete with his head as he threw the football there on third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
He made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Well, he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game. But I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the outfield. Looking to pass here on second down. There's a touchdown for the receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Can't pull it out. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The Gators will have to kick it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Handoff from the shotgun. He's past the mark for a single. He's in the clear. Got a 40. At the 20. At the 10 now. He's stopping him on that one. Touchdown.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there booting away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Down the middle, it's Montgomery. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of the first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the move? The Gators are on the move here.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. First down. We're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. There's a man in the left. Catch downfield. Tackle is made. That's good for a first down to the 47.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
And the Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. The back's got it. It's the first becoming more. Napa moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
First down, just
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Come on, looks over the middle. That's complete. They finally tackle him. Down to the 20.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Going to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running play from Buffalo and short. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Gators. Offense sample championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
This score is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. This should be the last play of the quarter.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. The Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Change the pre-snap look now. And third and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on the head up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And now running back to that's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but still early in this game, never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up at the right hand. 3-seat game. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a shotgun run.
A good push-up point here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Gators look to keep this drive moving. First down, keep it on the ground.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's a bunch formation.
No score, Pete.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball.
Nice
He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're not giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. It's third down. They're back in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? When he stops short, a couple yards from the goal line.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. So the Minnesota toward the end zone. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Come on, dude. The throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable? Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him up 3 there. Let's start with the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Receiver in motion now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Tries to get the running back. It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into the tight window. It's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Takes the start of the field. Make the tackle at the 19, but this offense has a first down in the red zone.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Dogs trying to cash in here in the red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. This pass is and he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Hopefully a block down at the 4. It's in great scoring position here.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second down and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in. And he chose him back outside the pocket for a sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
So here we go. Third and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt to the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got him open. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Pulled away, catching. He finally steps out of that. It's a huge kick return to set the offense in great position here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a play. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
He keeps it in the design line. Pick up enough yardage for a first set of downs. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. One more play before they head to the locker room. First and goal, hand off. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Gets the first and still leading. Tackle made after big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback going to pass here on 2nd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Trying downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and look for the next down.
They come to the line.
Some plays and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And they return a grab down by the coverage team. Retakes the field. Out of the shotgun. Zero running stop right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He fires this throw, and he's intercepted. It's a short return. They bring it down to 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the handoff. Into the end zone. He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for a man. He makes the grab. Successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team out there. They have fired up and just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pressure is coming. They don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's what we're guilty of. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The QB throws his third pick of the game. He's in the clear. And he steps in after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. It's a fly to the wideout. Touchdown. Still no answer for this offense. Well, no surprise from an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of these two possessions.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second down, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Receivers are bunched together. Tailback takes the handoff again. He's still not. Brought down across the line of the game.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that one.
got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Here's the second down play. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quick throw to his receiver. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the 1st down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And they'll keep it on the ground, running as a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
They'll go right back to him on 1st down. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the right end. Catch made. Right side, explosive play. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Gators come to the line to start the first set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. The pocket breaking down. Almost intercepted again. Chance for a 4th pick. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the 1st down. He's running out of time here. He's hit as he throws it. That is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Pop pass on the jet snap. He gets loose. They can't stop him. Tackle move, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take a shot down the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us is my time to shine. This is my stage curtain that he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. It's Georgia on top so far. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Shows the tackle. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfect. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Receiver brought down after a short catch and catch.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Sure hands. It's Brown. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Completion makes it second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball. Almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Can he make it to the mark? It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go. Fourth down. And they'll get the first-time yards before they finally bring him down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Make the stop. The offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Behind the line. It's Moulton. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Pitch is made. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point splits the uprights. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum for the defense to make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's got it with room for room. Straight down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long distance house call. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, the defense has had no answer in this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Keep going, keep it going, take it to him.
Oh, a snap on quarterback, but just take a knee. went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And it's a kneel down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback will take a knee. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his second punt of the game.
Let's get in that end zone. Look downfield. He's been open all day. Your offensive line is like a row of tanks. Unstoppable. Toss to the side, offense. Let's get you. Yeah, boys.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory.